Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine, and today I will be your guide through the Tarot of the Dragons. Tarot of the Dragons was published by Llewellyn in 2022. The author is Shawn MacKenzie, and the illustrator is Firat Solhan. Shawn MacKenzie has also written several other books for Llewellyn, like the Dragon Keeper's Handbook, The Little Book of Dragons, and Dragons for Beginners. She is also a freelance editor, and you can find more about her other work on her website, mackenziesdragonsnest.com. I'll put the link for that in the description box below. The illustrator, Firat Solhan, is based out of Turkey, and he is a sci-fi fantasy illustrator, and most of his illustrating credit has gone into the gaming world, and so he's published with Games Workshop, Hex Entertainment, Fantasy Flight Games, and you can find more of his illustrations on artstation.com/Firat Solhan. Very interesting. He very adamantly does not use AI to create his artwork, which I applaud, and I love that he put that very forefront in his biography on the ArtStation site. In this lovely literature box, you get a full-size, full-color, 203-page book. Every card has an entry. Every entry has a beautiful illustration. It is a 78-card deck. It's a Rider-Waite-Smith-based deck. You get 22 major arcana cards, 56 minor arcana cards in 4 suits: wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. 16 court cards, and they are Sire, Queen, Knight, and Page. So what's super fun about this deck, and what kind of sets it apart from a lot of other decks, is that the book is written somewhat from the dragon point of view. So Shawn MacKenzie is able to kind of take the traditional meaning of a tarot card, and Firat Solhan's able to use kind of the traditional imagery of a tarot card, but then turn it around to where it's from the dragon's point of view, so it's a little bit more united with nature, it's more united with other animals, and so it sort of turns back and it looks at humanity and says, why are you doing that? Which is a fabulous motif for tarot, because that's why we do tarot. It's to get that bit of introspection, to find those patterns in our life, and when you can turn it around and get outside yourself and hang out with the dragons, then you really get that. Yeah, that is a great question. Why are we doing that? Why is this way? So, the cards themselves are 2 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, or roughly 7 by 12 centimeters. And let's go ahead and look at the cards. Let's go ahead and look at the cards of the Tarot of the Dragons, starting with the Major Arcana and the Fool. Love that the cat here is like a little tiger. The Shaman replaces the Magician in this deck. The High Priestess. Still incorporating a lot of the same tarot imagery, but obviously completely in the dragon motif. The Empress. She's got all her little baby dragons. The Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. Fortune's Wheel. Justice. The Hanged Dragon. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. And in this card, we have a house cat and a tiger instead of your dog and wolf combination from most tarot decks. And a ginormous crab there. The Sun. Judgment. And the Universe comes in as the world. All right, let's look at wands. With the Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. This is one of my favorites. I love this card. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Watch out, we got a little knight down here. Don't think things are going to end well for him. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. A burden so heavy you can't fly. Page of Wands. Isn't she cute? Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. And look, Snuffles the cat. Only Snuffles is a panther. Go Snuffles. And the Sire of Wands. All right, next we will move on to the Suit of Cups. Starting with the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups, and we got some really cute little otters down here playing with the dragons. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. 10 of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Sorry, no lunch for the polar bear today. Queen of Cups. And the Sire of Cups. Next we will look at swords. Beginning with the Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Little dragon's trying to make off with big dragon's bone there. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. The butterfly of transformation there. Knight of Swords, there's the butterfly again in the dragon's wing. Queen of Swords. Typically your Queen of Swords is kind of a bring it card, but this is a knowledge through sorrow type of point of view. And then the Sire of Swords. Finally, we'll move on to our final suit of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. You see these Viking longboats and a few of them, which are usually adorned with the crest of dragons on them. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Dragon is sharing with the bears there. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. She found a shiny. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And of all the queens, she's the one with like the most eggs in the nest. And the Sire of Pentacles. Come on, Dad, let's play. I hope you enjoyed our journey through the Tarot of the Dragons, because I certainly did. I think this deck is fantastic. So for the roses and thorns, all roses, no thorns, this deck is epic. And I think it's an absolute fabulous addition to anyone's collection. It's very easy to read. The writing is very entertaining, and it's very engaging and very, illuminative. It has a nice nuance of what the tarot can tell you. Fun story about this. I originally bought this several years ago, right when it came out from Amazon. And I'm, loading my Amazon cart with all the things I needed for, shopping for the house. And my order arrived, and I actually wound up getting 2 of these. And I looked back at my order, and sure enough, I'd put it in the cart twice. And I was talking to my husband. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to send one back because, I don't need 2." And he's like, "Don't send it back. I'll take it," because he also reads tarot, and he also loves dragons and thought the tarot deck was absolutely fabulous. So we both have a copy, and it's yet another one that has two copies in our house. If you enjoyed this review, please hit like. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe. It is free to subscribe. You don't have to pay to listen to me jabber about tarot. I'm going to follow this up with a reading using one of the spreads. She has several unique spreads in the back of this book, and so we'll do a reading with one of those in my next video, and I certainly hope that you will join me there. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.